It is the year 300 AD. Sub-Saharan Africa is still underdeveloped compared to the rest of the Old World. But the Mande people control rich gold mines, which has caught the attention of its northern neighbors. Defending against foreign attempts to seize its riches by force, Mali has now the opportunity to truly become the richest civilization on Earth. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the playthrough of the Mali historical game. Alright, as you can expect with the Mali, we are going to be focusing on making some money this time around. Okay, so have 2,000 gold by turn 270, 5,000 gold by turn 290, and 15,000 gold by turn 340. Next, we have to conduct 2 trade missions to our holy city by turn 295. And finally, we have to build the University of Sankore and settle great profit in its city by turn 310. Okay. Also, our unique power, the power of long distance trade, double trade route, yield from distance for inland cities, and desert provides trade connection. So it's as if every single desert tile is a road for helping us connect to our friends to the east with open borders. Our unique building, the Wangara, I hope that's how you pronounce it, replaces the market. It's going to give us 2 commerce on copper, gold, ivory, and salt resources. Very nice, because we have plenty of all these around where we are. Our unique unit, the Kelibolo, making plenty of use of him, replaces a skirmisher. This fella has plus 50% desert and semi-desert strength, as well as plus 50% versus heavy cavalry and melee units. Alright, so he is awesome unit. I like him. And also he's cheap, because he's a skirmisher. Only 27 hammers. We also have the Ferrari. Replaces the Lancer. He doesn't require you to have access to horses, but he does start with river combat. New promotion in this mod, plus 25% attack along rivers, and he can move through desert. Alright. So that's all we got going for us. Alright, so strategy. I am immediately sending this guy off to the east, to the Middle East, to go make some trade connections. Very important. We want to get these trade connections up and running as soon as possible with our unique power, because we need to make a lot of commerce this game. So doing that, strategy-wise, scholarship does unlock our University of Sankore, which we need to build. In the meantime, I'm going to tech law for citizenship, and I will follow it up with politics. And politics unlocks elective, plus 1 commerce on no improvement, and pasture and camp. So very nice for making more money. Also unlocks a spy, and we can use this guy to maybe bribe some barbarians if that opportunity comes about. Alright, so that's my tech selection. So let's check out civics. So yeah, we're going over here to make trade connections, but that'll be several turns before he reaches Egypt and Nubia. And so in the meantime, we're going to adopt redistribution and try to pump out a ton of settlers. We'll be sticking with despotism because we're going to be doing a lot of whipping here. I'm switching to manorialism so we can build improvements faster. And I'm going to go ahead and adopt clergy, because although we don't have a religion just yet, I just want to be prepared for when Islam does spread to our cities. Okay, so looks good. I'm going to come make this cow pasture. It's only 4 turns. This farm would take us like 8 turns, I think. So this is faster. We have redistribution, so I'm going to whip out a granary real quick next turn. Might as well. Alright. We did not make the list, unfortunately. Let's whip this out. Boom. Granary done. Not bad. So, like I mentioned, my immediate strategy is I want to plant a ton of cities as fast as possible, so they can take advantage of that trade route yield by the time he gets over to Egypt and Nubia. So I want the city to grow to size 3, so I'll train this guy for a few turns. I don't have time really to make a barracks. I I'd rather get all these guys out first. Alright. So we're making our way. I am worried about running into barbarians, such as he. Because when you look at his stats, yeah, he's strength 5 plus desert strength. Luckily, he's a heavy cavalry, so we have a bonus against him, and we also have our own desert strength, and we're on a hill, so we should have the favor in our odds. But the Saharan Desert's a very dangerous place, so look out for barbarians. And they will eventually be making their way into our territory whenever our spawn protection ends. That's why I'm trying to pump out units. Yeah, so he had a 3% chance of winning, so odds were in our favor. Putting this farm down will take 9 turns, but getting this camel pasture will only take 5, so I'll do this first. And for size 3, we're working some pretty nice tiles. I'm going to switch to a settler. Making our way. I hope he filled his canteen back at the river, because he's got a long hike in front of him. And I'm going to go ahead and send these guys. These are going to be the protectors of the new city. Whenever I get that settler out. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's a horse archer, so I don't think he can go on desert. Is he stuck there, I wonder? So he can't come attack me. He might be stuck there. I don't know. Alright. Camel pastures up, giving us a nice little food and production boost. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish out that Kelebolo. Let's move here. And let's get this farm up now. Like I said, we're doing a lot of whipping, so I'm trying to get these food improvements up first. And I hate being out in the open exposed like this. But we gotta cross the desert. Oh, why are you working ivory? Oh well. You should be working the millet farm. Let's get another settler. And like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of whipping. Let's keep this in the hands of the capital. Here, I'm immediately going to start working on another Kelebolo, because we are training another settler. This settler, I will put... so here's our historical area. I don't think I showed you guys yet. I'm going to be putting one city right here, and one city right here, and another city right here. So, my plan, if everything goes according to plan before the barbarians show up, is I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities in the next several turns, each of them getting 2 trade routes with merchant trade, so that'll be a lot of extra commerce. And eventually we'll be adopting elective too, so that's even more commerce. Alright, so we got this guy out. Let me go ahead and set you here. Is that another camel? I cannot stop running the barbarians. I played several games where I did run into a single barbarian in this initial journey once. And I gotta say, like, these guys are lethal. These are the camel archers. We don't have a bonus against light cavalry. Yeah. Honestly, like, it's so much... Yeah, if he dies, it's kind of tough because I don't want to, like, have to send another guy, because that would take an additional 10 turns Like, I honestly might just say, like, GG, restart it real quick, and just hope that you don't find another barbarian next time. Um, uh, right, yeah, so we're coming here. I'll settle right here next. Whip out this, yeah, let's work this tile, so we can whip that out next turn. Don't know where that barbarian went. Am I safe to go here? Let's hope we don't run into him. Yeah, let's whip out this guy. That settler will come out. And I'm going to put the city right here next. And I'll send the excess production into another Caliboa, because I hate having an unguarded capital. Of course, that's the nice thing about despotism. We can whip out someone real quick if we need to. But still. Alright, you kind of come down here. Looks like Persia's here and Nubia's here. So I'm still worried about that camel, so I'm gonna head a little bit more north. Of course, we want open borders, and we'll get open borders with Persia next turn. Let's train another Calibolo. Can't have enough of those guys. At least not at the moment. I want to have 2 of them protecting each city. One to potentially lose a fight against the barbarian camels, and one to finish off the wounded barbarian if they attack me. You can't be careful enough with these camels, let me emphasize enough. Yeah, so I'll settle right here. There's Persia, open borders as well. 9 gold per turn, I love that. Too bad I haven't improved my gold yet. Otherwise, I would sell you some gold. Calibolo, you guessed it. Whip out this guy. Train another settler. No, let me see. This looks good. So we'll get that guy and we'll train a settler next. These 2 Calibolos I'm training, I'm going to put over right here. Yeah. Remember, so I'm going to be adopting merchant trade very shortly. I just want to try to train a few more settlers with redistribution. Persia's collapsing. I hope they don't collapse just yet. Everything looks good. Let's do this so we can whip out that killer bull. Nah, I'd rather keep growing faster. Alright. So this one will come over here. Get on that road. And are we done training? Not yet. So like I said, I want to train for this city I plan on putting over here. So this guy and then this Calibola will be coming over here to the right. So I need to train 2 more for over here on the left. I like to be prepared for the worst. It's the Boy Scout in me. After that, I'm going to be whipping out some granaries while I still have merchant trade. We're hanging out over here, making our trade connections. Can we trade? No, I think we're more likely to have luck trading technologies with the Ethiopians. So let's go meet the Ethiopians next. Don't want to whip out my capital. I can whip out this guy. Yeah, it's fine. Now train 1 more settler after this. Right, yeah, coming over here. We're going to say hi to the Ethiopians. Maybe next turn. So these 2 cities will be training the last 2 Calibolos that I want. After that, I want to whip out granaries while I still have redistribution. And my poor cities will be hating me for a little bit because they've been whipped so much. But you gotta, yeah, we're sacrificing now to make gains later on. Come over here. And so obviously there's a ton of resources I want to put down, but I think it's pretty important that I start making a road connecting my cities. I hate being disconnected without a road. Road here, good. There's Ethiopia. Okay. Yeah, so like, I usually make this trade deal. I've played a few test games as Mali. They don't have currency or literature. We need bloomery and cement because those are both prerequisites for engineering, and engineering is a prereq for scholarship. So as you can see, we do need all these technologies. So let me see. It's like 300, 275, 300, 380. So he's getting a little bit of a bonus, and he only has 20 gold to give us, but I think that's okay. Nice. And he has engineering. Maybe we can trade it to him for law. Let's keep our fingers crossed for that. And he doesn't want open borders, that's okay. I see Persia and Nubia are both collapsing. If they both collapse, and Arabia is spawning in about 11 turns. So I would want open borders with at least him. What's his favorite civic? I don't even know why he likes me. Oh, clergy. Okay. So hopefully we can open borders with him soon, as he becomes pleased with me. Right. And that's it. That's the final whipping for the Kelabolos. Next, I do want to make pagan temples. Pagan temples gives us culture, and they also will allow us to... they will also transform into Islam temples once Islam spreads to their cities. And I do want to get at least 4 Muslim temples because, as you saw, we do need to get a great profit after our 2 great merchants. So, yeah, that'll just... It's a lot easier to construct a pagan temple. I think that's like 30 hammers compared to the... yeah, okay, 24 hammers, so very cheap compared to like an actual religious temple, which is 64. So like less than half. Alright. Boom. Okay, so now these 2 cities can start constructing a granary. And I will be adopting merchant trade pretty shortly. In the next 10 turns or so. So these 2 guys can come down here. I just want to hang out pretty much. Keep contact with my friends to the east. Let's come over here. Yeah, so he's pretty much happiness capped out, but I still want to whip out a granary and a temple after that. And then probably a mine, or a market after that, I should say, sorry. Granary, and yeah, pagan temple. And this city, I don't think needs to whip out any colored bolos, so this can immediately construct a granary. Alright. That's what I'm afraid of, guys. That's what I'm afraid of, Camel Archer. Just exploring. Yeah, so let's get that settled. So I'm afraid, so what I'm afraid of are the camels to the north who have 2 movement and desert adaptations. So they can rush into your territory, because we don't have any cultural pressure out here. So I can't see them coming until they're like right on top of me. Also, we have to deal with raiders to the east. And the raider is basically the Impy from Vanilla Civ 4. He has 2 movement and mobility promotion. So he can run in right on top of me very fast as well. They don't spawn over here to the west, only to the east. But enemy skirmishers do spawn over here. So I'm okay if I come set right here. So I'm not yet... I do want to make a market to start working on my 2 great merchants. But that can wait, because I'm not ready to give up redistribution just yet, and I won't start making this until I have merchant trade. I am going to train a couple more workers, because obviously you can see we need a few more workers. And yeah, you can get a granary and a temple right after that. So he has open terrain strength. So hopefully we have the odds in our favor. But I think it might be closer to 50-50, unfortunately. With the camel archer. We'll see. That's why I like to have 2 people in every VM. Okay. Yeah, that's why 2 Calabolas are important. What are we looking at? Oh, 22. Okay, so he won a 22% chance fight, but that's what happens sometimes. Risky play, because I don't know if there's a camel right here in the fog of war, but I'm just going to go, 87%. Yeah, man, I'm, okay. This sucks, because, yeah, what do I do? Because I can't, like, come here, I'll be in open terrain, and he'll kill me easily. And he's about to get another promotion. It'll make him strength 4. I think I should still have the odds in my favor. So I'm just going to roll the dice and hope that he does not win twice. But he might. He might. And let's settle here. Let's give this tile to this city. And let's get a granary. Yeah. Okay, so once I get these granaries whipped out on all my cities, including this one, I will be ready to adopt merchant trade. Please, please, please. He's a menace, isn't he? Okay. What were the odds for that, out of curiosity? That's, okay, 10%. That's another reason why getting pagan temples built is very nice, because that gives all your cities, when they get to 10 culture, 20% defense. So let's finish this guy off. Alright. Let's whip out here. Whip out here. And whip out here. Okay, so that is about to be a granary in all of our cities. Let's go ahead and adopt merchant trade. And what are we making? We're making 22 science per turn. Hopefully, that should skyrocket. I will just, yeah, let's come get a road. I need to keep making roads. That's very important. Persia's no longer collapsing, but Nubia is. Perhaps I could have waited for. Perhaps I could have waited for law to get citizenship as well. But the thing is, like, citizenship gives me double production speed for library, which is nice. I want to make maybe 1 or 2 libraries, and lets me bribe enemy barbarians, but I don't have the spy unit unlocked. So I'd pretty much only use it at this point for the library. And I'm just not in a position where I can build a library right now. So there's no point in waiting 2 more turns for law. Because after this worker, I'm going to make a market. After the market, I'm probably going to make more military units. It's not a high priority for the library. I mean, it is a high priority, but it's not the highest priority. I need to get a new person to this city. I'll just send someone from this. I'm more afraid of the camels to the north than the raiders to the east. All right. So what I say, were we, how much did I say we were at? I forgot what I said we were at for science. But we are making, before we were making, I think, 5 commerce with foreign trade. So I think it went up 16, is that right? That might be right. We were making 5 foreign trade before, and now we're making 21. So that's an increase of 16 if I'm remembering correctly. So that's awesome. All right, granaries, boom. Now let's start some temples. All right. Okay, so we got that done. Um, I do want to start my market as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and start that now. Yeah. Okay. And let's I am still like a little bit like scared of, raiders coming in. Like they could be in the fog of war and they just run in. So that's why I'm hesitating to come on this gold or ivory, because there's always a chance that he's here or here. Um, so tell you what, why don't we... Do I make a barracks real quick? Maybe I make a barracks real quick so I can train a few more Calabolos. Because I want to train at least one, two more, perhaps. So I'll come here, I'll get a mine on this tile. Granary, temple next, yep. Yeah, I'm gonna whip out a barracks next turn. Let's do that. And there is law. So perhaps we can trade that. Let's go meet the Ethiopians again. We lost contact. Oh my goodness. Hopefully we kill this guy. So there's law. Come back down here. Let's get a mine first. Okay, we got two Kelly Bolos here again. This is like ground zero for where the barbarians like to attack, here in Timbuktu. So always try to keep two guys here. Next up, we're going to tech towards politics. And politics is nice, not only because it locks elective in the spy, like I said, but also it's a good trading technology. A lot of people don't have that. Like even the Arabians, when they spawn here in a few turns, don't start with that. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and whip out this guy. Start building a market after that, of course. Ooh, I forgot to whip out the barracks. But yeah, so boom. We'll be unhappy, that's okay. And then we'll trade. Let's trade one more. The fog of war issue. I'm always counting 2 spaces away, just because I assume the worst. So I'm gonna come. I also want to get this ivory hooked up. Tell you what, let's come get this ivory hooked up, and he'll cover you. He can. One Kelly Bolo can easily take out a raider. It's just like the camels that are scary for the Kelly Bolos. Let's get this ivory hooked up. Get a little bit more happiness for capital. And for Timbuktu, which is currently protesting me. They're both protesting me. Looks like I whipped too hard. Law. So I do not want generalship at all. There's nothing attractive at that for me. Engineering sounds much better. Yeah. I like it. Thank you, Axum. Alright. Still won't give me open borders. Maybe, hopefully soon. Protect you here. And honestly, I'd prefer to get that culture out sooner rather than later, especially for the defensive bonus. So I'm going to whip one last time. And I'm going to let the anchor cool down for Timbuktu a little bit for whipping. We're going to start construction of barracks after that. Yes, I'm abusing the whip. Yes, I'm a terrible, horrible leader. But, you know. We're going to be rich soon, so they won't even remember me. Or remember my cruelty. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. I'll just keep it here. And we can, that's the good thing about roads. We can run, engineering roads. So we can run pretty far if we need to. So I want to keep contact with Ethiopia, Nubia, and Persia. So I'm kind of like running around a lot. Oh, but Arabia is about to spawn. So that's one Kelly Bow. Let's go ahead and make that Wangara. Go get that ivory hooked up next turn. We'll get that happiness back. Also remember that gives us +2 commerce on gold, ivory, salt, and copper. So that'll be nice. Let's let's get that. One more thing. In one of my test games, I forgot to I had my Kelly Bola over here in Egypt when the Arabians spawn. That was my bad. Because what happens is it kicks them all the way back to your closest city. So I had to, after that test game, when that happened, I had to walk them all the way back across the Saharan Desert. So don't do that. You see the rise of the Arabs in the bottom left. Go ahead and get out of there. Get to a safe tile. Just kind of wait patiently for the Arabians to spawn, which will happen in 2 turns. Hopefully the Nubians don't end up collapsing. I'm going to go ahead and make a... I want to get the gold improved, but let's get this road first. Alright, market, yeah. So that's the order of business. Granary, Pagan Temple, market. Yeah. Market. Wangara. Let me see. Okay, let's go ahead and whip this. I need to get the gold hooked up, don't I? So I'm gonna send him here, and he's gonna keep an eye on this hill for any raiders coming our way, so we can come successfully improve this gold mine next turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna hard build the Wengar a couple more turns. I do need to train more workers. I'm gonna have you train a worker first. I'd rather have 3 workers running around. Seems much better to me. There's ivory, our first luxury resource. Let's come get the gold hooked up now. So now I feel more comfortable. They don't spawn here. I've never seen that. I can't come on to the actual tile to protect him. So I'll just keep watch on this hill. When we get to size 4, we can whip out a market. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for here. So, okay, the Arabians are about to spawn. They're just right across the Arabian Sea here. But we're safe on this tile. Boom. Alright. Let's get this gold mine hooked up as well. Yeah, I don't want to whip. I want to cool off the whip a little bit. And I'll whip here and Songo next as well. So my plan is to make my first great merchant appear in my capital. There's the Arabians. So with contact with the Arabians, Islam should spread very quickly to our city. One of our cities. Usually our capital. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so my first great merchant's going to come out of my capital. My next great merchant's probably going to come out of Ansongo. And meanwhile, after my capital is done, I'm going to start working on a prophet. My great prophet. And meanwhile, maybe Timbuktu is going to be working on a 3rd great merchant. Which isn't necessary, but it does help me get to 15,000 gold a lot faster. So that's my plan of action. So I plan on getting 4 great people this game, at least. It'll probably be 4. So there's the Arabians. I wouldn't be surprised if Islam spreads next turn. Hopefully he spreads my capital, which doesn't even have a pagan temple. And I'll just hard build the temple. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That was fast. That's what I'm talking about. Perfect. So it did it. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and convert. The Arabians love me now because we're the same religion. Open borders. So now we have a great trading partner with the Arabians. Yeah, you saw that. I'm pretty sure he was in the fog of war and he just came and attacked me again. So that's what I'm talking about. You gotta treat every fog of war tile like it's harboring an enemy barbarian. Like now we have the 20% defensive bonus, so that is more comforting for me. Alright, so now we're going to start running a couple merchants. Start working on our great merchants. And I guess we could start... I might trade another Keleboa real quick. Yeah, I want to trade maybe one or two more before I make my temple. So luckily I didn't make a pagan temple here in my capital. In my test games I didn't do that either. And so it did not replace the pagan temple. So now whenever Islam spreads to any of my other cities, it will just replace the pagan temple with the Muslim temple. Alright, let's whip out this Wangara. And we're going to immediately start running merchants here. Now that we're running 2 merchants in our capital. Yeah. And we can come back here. Yeah. Alright, yeah, things are looking good. I'm going to let my city here grow to size 3 before I start running 2 merchants, actually. We're going to go find the holy city for Islam. Yeah. So we're going to be right behind the capital with our great merchants. Let me just grow it to size 3 and I'll start production. In the meantime... what do I build here? I don't know. I'm planning on making the University of Sankore in this city because it has access to 2 production resources. I could build wealth for a couple turns. I do... Whether I immediately adopt elective, I think I want to whip out a couple more Wangaras here in Timbuktu first. So I'll let you grow to size 4. And this city as well. And then I'll adopt citizenship and elective with that. I think that's my plan of action. When we get the gold hooked up, of course, we can we'll get another burst of commerce there. Alright. So there is the holy site, the destination for Mansa Musa as we go on our the Great Hajj with 2 trade missions to the holy city. And I'm planning on just doing them together. So I'm going to get my first great Persian and my first great merchant and just wait for the second one. And we'll travel together. Yeah. Hopefully we can trade politics for... I want to go get... Oh, I want to get contact with the Nubians. I don't want to lose contact with any of these guys. I keep my guy here, I think. Not Iron Tile. And Ethiopia, surprisingly, never got open borders with me. That's unfortunate. I'll keep you... I'll just keep you here, yeah. Well... Yeah, right here. It's kind of like in the in-between part of my whole empire. I can respond anywhere as needed. Here in my capital. What is next? So politics is next. Let's make a Muslim temple real quick. Yeah, let's do that. We got another worker trade here. So there is politics. Let's see what trades we can do with our friends to the east. Right. Okay, so as I said, we got engineering thanks to the Ethiopians, so we just need to get philosophy and scholarship. And after that, I plan on not researching anymore. So A library is like only marginally useful because I'm going to be using it to make like a technology and a half, but still. And like I said, I do want to make a cathedral eventually. I'm actually planning on um, buying those technologies with the University of Sankore. I'll show you guys how that works later. But in the meantime, let's just try to get philosophy and scholarship. Just realized sound has been playing. Or music, I should say. What's going on? Alright, so Islam is spreading by itself. That's perfect. Means one less missionary we have to train. Oh yeah, technologies. So I would like to trade politics for scholarship with the Arabians, because I think they have scholarship right now. So maybe we can do... I guess their music got turned up. Politics. Yeah, philosophy, and... Oh, he wants gold? But this is more expensive. Can I trade with someone else? It's gotta be with the Nubians, I guess. Because I plan on training politics with the for scholarship to the Arabians. Okay. Whatever, you can take my gold. I don't know why it's not playing music. That's unfortunate. Persia collapsed. That's also unfortunate. Scholarship. We don't want to start trading away this technology. Okay, well, as soon as you do, let me know. I want it. Let's get that mine. So we're happy now. I love being happy. And I'm going to whip out this Wangara for one last whip for the Timbuktu next turn. And then I want to... Let's get that tile, yeah. I also want to whip here. Let's get a road tile going here. Elective. Elective. Yeah. So let's adopt elective. Citizenship. Let's go ahead and adopt citizenship. It's high maintenance, or a high upkeep, I should say. But we can bribe spies with it, with barbarian spies. Barbarians with my spies. I don't need the library or aqueduct or a theater, really. Or the aqueduct and bath are okay. Because we have a lot of unhealthiness. But theater and library, it's like, meh. I'm not going to be spending gold to finish military unit production. I can't afford that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's okay. I'll just adopt citizenship, why not? And you see how many unimproved tiles we're working, so that should give us a nice little chunk of change in our pockets. Well, I appreciate that. I can count on like one hand the amount of times that AI have gifted me a technology for free, just because I could use assistance. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, so he'll trade scholarship, but he won't accept politics. Oh well. We'll have to hard research scholarship. Alright. Come here. Let's come get... I want to get this gold and this rice paddy field up. I'm trying to get a little bit more food for this city, so... And honestly, I probably plan on putting farms on just about all these tiles. So let me come get a farm on this tile. It's going to Kita. Yeah. I forgot to send you to merchants, but that's okay. It's only, I think we missed out on like 2 turns maybe. So I want to get a millet farm there as soon as possible. Yeah, we're making good progress. I'm actually gonna train. I'm gonna make a monastery first, real quick, just to get like a little bit more science. Because I don't need that happiness just yet. Or the priest slot, so I can wait behind that. Looks good. And remember, after I make the wing, if a city has a Wangara, it's +2 commerce on improved gold, ivory, copper, salt. So, kind of behooved to, like, do something like this. Yeah, I'd rather have this city work the gold mine. You can work this tile. Yeah, that's better right there. And I whip out Timbuktu next. Oh, I can't whip anymore. I'm elective. That's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, perhaps it's for the better. I don't need to be whipping anymore. I've done too much whipping. I have a bonus on desert and semi-desert, but not savanna and not plains. So here it's only 75%. We won that. That's okay. Or survival chance is 75%. So that's why I mentioned earlier, skirmishers spawn over here, but not any of the raiders or camels. Just annoying skirmishers. That's all we gotta deal with. Let's actually get the rice first. I need food first. You know, I kind of do want to get this Wangara up to start working on my 3rd Great Merchant. So I'm going to work this production tile. And I do want to train, I think, one more worker. So let's do this. I guess that doesn't matter. But yeah. So I'll train one more worker here. These are good for my cities for now. I eventually do want to expand. I'm just about the cap for my historical limit. I can also set over here, which I will. But this is fine for the mid game for the Mali. We're pulling out of our early game now. We're entering the mid game. This is fine for the next 50 turns or so, 40 turns. Yes. All right. We're gonna get our first Great Merchant in 8 turns. Remember, we also have to try to get 2,000 gold by turn 270. We got 28 turns for that. So I'm thinking about that. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. Looks like I can't really trade for scholarship. I don't have too much money either, so it is what it is. And it looks like here's pretty good. Has sight line of sight of all the civilizations. I can keep contact with all of them here. I just sentry here. These darn camels love raiding Timbuktu. And they usually go over here. They don't usually come around pillaging all your tiles. In fact, I've never really seen that happen. Oh, he disappeared. Good. Alright. When are you... 6 turns. I need more Kelly Bolos, but I'm also afraid to be too overextended. Because I don't want him to come on this tile. Yeah. Tell you what, let's start trying to improve this salt, because salt is a big one for us. It'll give us +1 health with our granary. And as you can see, this city's size 2 and he's unhealthy. We could really use the health benefit for our cities. So let's get that salt up. You just fortify here. Good, we got the monastery up. Right now. Boom. Oh, we're just shy of being able to pick it up next turn. The camel's back. And there's the raider that I was talking about. So he's basically the MP, like I said. Don't attack him with heavy cavalry. He's like a spearman. 2 movement and 2 movement and mobility. So that's why I didn't want to send a worker over here to start improving this millet. Because he could have easily been over here in the fog of war, and then boom, just killed me there. Be careful playing as the Mali, guys. Okay, that's going on pace. Good. Please die. Don't come pillage anything. Really? This is a terrible deal. Gold for wheat. I don't know why you thought I would accept that. Alright, 7% chance and you're victorious. Okay, these camels are getting amazing luck against me. It is... It's a Civ 4 moment. I'm gonna send my guy... Yeah, I'll send you here. I'll send you to finish him off. Dang. Stop winning these fights you shouldn't be winning. Please. Okay. I guess I don't need you. Well, I like having you here on this tile to kind of like, so any raiders who come over here don't come and pillage my mine. They'll attack you instead. So I kind of want to keep you on this hill. Also, they have to cross the river and attack me fully fortified on the hill. So I'll just keep you here. Alright, rice paddy field is up. Oh, also we got the gems here. That's also, I forgot to mention, we got core territory in all these tiles. That's why I settled here, so I could reach this gem tile. That's the reason for that, as well as this rice. Okay, so scholarship next turn. We are going to slowly start teching towards aesthetics, because I want to slowly make my way towards the cathedral. But let's go ahead and turn off... Well, I'll just turn off... We'll just pick up scholarship in 9 turns. I'm not, like, about to train or build the University of Sankore. We're not ready yet. I haven't even improved the stone or the copper yet. So there's not a big rush on scholarship. So let's go ahead and yeah, start accumulating our gold for 2,000 gold. After this mosque is up, let's... After this, yeah, I swear I want to get these improvements up. I'll train another Kelly Bolo so I can protect the guys over here. Oh, bad luck, Ethiopia. I don't want generalship, but I mean eventually I do, but I don't need it right now. But I'll take that for gold. And he's pleased with me. Okay, so we can get open borders. Oh, he'll trade aesthetics. I should have checked that. Oh well. And I notice there's 2 raiders now, so that's not good. Ooh. We don't have enough Kelly Bolos at the moment. Let's get this mine. Yeah, so I don't want hegemony because it's a high upkeep civic. That's going to add 2 gold per turn in upkeep. And the only thing it'll give me is double production speed for jail, stable, and barracks. Because we're not conquering any cities this game. And I don't want to... I don't want to pay 2 gold per turn maintenance. So that's why I don't... That's why hegemony isn't too important for me. I do eventually want it... I did eventually need generalship because it is a prereq for feudalism. Which unlocks our Ferrari. But that's like late game. I'm worried about the mid game right now. But that's okay. I already made the deal. What do I do with these guys? They're probably going to pillage this ivory camp. And there's a... Yeah, okay, the natives are coming at me hard. I frankly am a little bit... I need some more Kelly Bolos. At least a few more. How do I protect... I could... Yeah, because I might be able to protect against 1 raider. But 2 raiders is too much, and the city as well. So, if they... I might just have to let them pillage the camp, and I can deal with their next move however they move, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh, they didn't... He didn't pillage me. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this guy before he has a chance to... before he has a chance to pillage me. Let's make sure we're working that tile. Yep. Good. And let's get some production going. I want to get some production in the capital. I need to train some missionaries. That's good, yeah. I want to finish that farm. I'll just, yeah, get you a promotion, whatever. Let's do that. Alright. So how many Kilibolas do I want to train? So we have 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. If I train one more, it's like, that's not a bad idea. So let's train one more, and then let's train some missionaries after that. I'll keep you here. This is a good middle zone for these cities. Let's get you the salt quarry. I'm not worried about the camel. These are 2 hill tiles, so I'm not worried about him dying next turn. He's protected with the line of sight. Yeah, come back here. Guess we could make an aqueduct. No, let's let's make a worker. How many workers we have? I think we have 3, and we're training a 4th. So I think 5 workers is fine. So we train 1 more worker. That'll be great. I also do want to get this copper hooked up because it'll allow us to train camel riders, and camel riders will be used to accompany our great merchants on their Great Hajj to Mecca. Very necessary to protect against those hostile camels. Hate those guys. Alright. All these tiles are up. I'll keep you over here. Let's come get this gem improved. Good, got a farm here. And here is about to be our first great merchant. So let's take off 1 merchant. How do you work this style? Boom. So our next great merchant's coming out in 17 turns. So in about 17 turns, I want to be ready to depart for the Holy Land. I'll keep you nice and snug here in the capital. I'll keep you in the capital as well. Road. Let's come get this copper. So we got the temple built, but unfortunately we only have 1 priest slot until we make a cathedral. So this will be fine. Right now, let's make an aqueduct support our growth. Why not? And we'll make a stable after that for whenever we're ready to train those camels. This took forever to build, but I'll be. Luckily, their angerness at me wore down. But like I said, this city I want to train my my 3rd great merchant. All right, so we're well on track to get 2,000 gold by turn 270, making over 100 gold per turn. We have 20 turns to do it, so we're going fine. The Arabians are the most powerful in the world right now. Now give us +1 health for all our cities. So you saw a lot of these cities just got healthy. Let's turn. You're gonna start for 7 turns. But you're going to be happy. You're going to have 1 more happy citizen in 2 turns. So then you'll stop starving. So that's my plan there. Oh, I want to make a spy, don't I? Make an aqueduct here. Yeah, after this aqueduct, I'll make a spy real quick. We can use that to bribe any camels that come our way. That'll be fun. Let's come here. Alright, another worker is out this turn. I am going to tragedy has struck. Okay, let's organize a rebuilding effort. We have some money to spare, I think. So I'm worried about improving the stone without a defensive Kelly Bolo or two. Let's get the copper up at least. Think yeah, we're good to start improving this dye resource at least. Get us a little bit more happiness. Unfortunately, everybody's broke. We can't sell any gold to anybody. I'm not selling it for 2 gold. That's kind of insulting. Well, let me do it. Yeah. It's better than just sitting in our treasury doing nothing. Yeah. We didn't lose any happiness from it, so we'll fine. Yeah, after scholarship, like I said, aesthetics will be next. We're happy in Timbuktu again. Excellent. I can't improve that cotton, can I? Sending both these guys, just in case. And another worker's coming out. I'm pulling him off of this hill. I need him to kind of play defensive over here. We got a spy. We can't bribe native units. I've already checked. It's only barbarians. But now we can bribe any camels that come our way. We have to protect the rice paddy field. There's scholarship. I'll keep you here, because the barbarians like to come at me from the north, so I'll keep you over here. There we go. I'll send you back. You. Alright. So, we only need one more Muslim temple. I want to spread it to both these cities. But, yeah. Let's come over here. Let's... I think I'll send you... I'll have 2 Kelly Bolos kind of protect my stone. Because it'll be a while before my culture pops up far enough north. Make a farm for one turn. What is next for this city? I think... Let's train a couple missionaries. Train 2 missionaries. And then we can get stable after that. Aqueduct for you. Yeah, look at that tile. That looks like a nice tile. Because once I get that stone hooked up, I will start production of the... I guess I could... Let's start... Now, I'll save that overflow for... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, honestly. Yeah, let's just build a aqueduct. I want one here eventually. Still need to get that millet farm as well. Second Great Merchant coming out in 12 turns. Arabia likes to collapse around the year 1000, so this might get complicated, unfortunately. I'll give you cover to fight the skirmishers over here. Yeah. The Greek theme song from Vanilla. I don't want to, yeah, just keep working that. That's a date resource right there. I'll get that up after the copper and stone and millet. That's why I wanted to train so many workers. Yeah, let's come here. Boom. Protect you with at least 2. And let's come here. Yep. Boom. So now we can start producing, actually. Now we can start constructing the University of Sankore, but of course I'm going to wait until I get the stone hooked up here. And that's the last Muslim temple we have. So now we can make a cathedral with architecture. Oh, we're unhappy. When I get this gem hooked up, I'll be happy at least. But 10 gold per turn. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. Oh, let me see something real quick. Like, these tiles aren't, like, necessary to get, like, another happiness. They're kind of like meh tiles. Not that exciting. So I might just make an arena. So I'm not, like, it's not necessary that I get, a wine resource this turn. No. Wish you could click a button to just ask for how much gold they want. 7 gold, that's fair, yeah. Stone quarry. Arabia making every Muslim wonder except for the University of Sankore, thankfully. Alright. Switch production. We can forego that tile for a little bit. And in 10 turns we have 2 more citizens kind of freed up. I do need to get that millet farm up though, don't I? Yeah, we can kind of leave the city unguarded, I think. Yeah, I'll send you over here. Yeah, let's do that. I guess I do need to train another Kelly Bolo, don't I? Give you combat. Yeah. Let's get on that hill so we can watch for any hostiles. We can make that millet farm in peace. Because I need to feed and Songo to work all these mines and quarries. And there was the final Muslim missionary. There's copper. Oh, so we can actually train the camel rider now. Look at him, making a new wonder every turn. He should be conquering, but he's making wonders. Yes, are we happy? Oh, we got the dye. That's right. I forgot about the dye. Like I said, these tiles aren't too exciting, so I'm not too worried about making an arena. I'd rather make a stable and train a couple of camel riders right now. Yeah. So we are good here. So even though this isn't historical land, running elective and merchant trade means that we are economically incentivized to expand as much as we can, especially if we want to get 15,000 gold. So I will eventually be expanding control down over here. Actually, there is eventually going to be a native city that spawns here. So I'll be conquering that when that spawns, when I have enough time. Alright, stone quarry is up. So just need to get that road up, and we will start production of the University of Sankore. And we have 51, well, we have 50 turns now. So, plenty of time, plenty of time. Also running clergy, and he wants scholarship for free. Honestly, I'm just gonna give it to him. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but yeah, I don't want him pissed off at me. I'm trying to keep good relations with everybody. Let's get the cotton here. Stable. Train a few camel riders. I want to send 3 camel riders, I think, with my great merchants. Because my whole game hinges on them being protected, so. Yeah. And forget the aqueduct. We're not even growing anyway. Let's start production of this University of Sankore. Can I? That's why I need that millet farm, huh? Okay. Yeah. I'll work that stone quarry in a couple turns, I guess. In the meantime, this This city can work it. Yeah, looking good. Can I... Okay. Yeah, I don't need more food in my capital right at the moment. Especially with the happiness cap. I'll make an arena after this. This city can work this style. More hammers. Want to make that Wangara faster. Yeah, okay. So we're about to reach our 2,000 gold deadline. 10 turns, or I guess 9 turns ahead of schedule. Look at that! There's Byzantium. Who did he attack? Oh, he attacked this tile. Yeah, so that's... yeah, you see? You see if I didn't have the Kelly Bellows, he would have murdered my poor worker. Can I cancel our gold? This is a terrible deal, and Byzantium's giving me a better deal. This guy's gonna come down and help make that millet farm next turn. Yeah, I want to get that great merchant out as soon as possible. Arabia's collapsing. I hate to see it, but like I said, it's about that time where they like to die. Let's work this tile. Pick an arena here next. There's our first camel rider. We'll train a few more. Absolutely. Cancel that deal. And let's trade with these guys. That's what I'm talking about. He'll give me wine and olives and 5 gold per turn. Beautiful. Helps us stay a little bit happy too. And healthy. Those olives. Alright, so yeah, 2,000 gold is met. Now we need to march on our way to 5,000 gold by turn 290. Luckily, that's going to be very much helped along by having 2 great merchants do their trade mission in Mecca. And that should give us 1,400 gold per turn each. Or not gold per turn, just gold. So 2,800 total. So that'll pretty much finish the 5,000 gold goal as well. Leaving us with just 15,000 gold to acquire by turn 340. Alright, cotton is planted. Let's come here. Let's get this date resource hooked up. I don't want to lose contact with Byzantium, but I'm also afraid of leaving this area because Arabia's collapsing. I don't want to be kicked out here in the middle of the desert or something. So I'll just stay, yeah, here. We're making very much a lot of money with our foreign trade, making 30 commerce per turn. Average yield of 3, that's awesome. So our unique power, being able to trade over the desert is super, it's necessary as the Mali. You cannot do what you need to do without maintaining these trade routes. So this one unit is imperative for the Mali game, keeping these trade routes alive. Yeah. Alright, slowly expanding our culture up here. We're 2 ticks away from a great general. If we kill 2 more natives, we should get that. I'll probably just settle him here in the capital. Alright, millet farm is up. Now we can work this stone quarry. So we're on track to get this in 25 turns. And with a deadline of turn 310, we are way ahead of schedule for that. Not to mention, we're about to get 2 more merchants freed up so we can work these nice tiles here in a few turns. Alright, 2 turns for the 3rd camel rider, and we'll head out on our way. Ah, look at this guy. I hope you don't go and pillage my poor gem mine. I just spent 15 turns making. I'm gonna come make a road here, because eventually I want to get a city over here. Skip your turn. I'm upgrading my camel riders to counter light cavalry, because the camel archer is who I'm most afraid of, and that's a light cavalry, so I'm gonna be giving him, yeah, light cavalry. Let's see. So that's why it's so important as the Mali to try to expand out those cultural borders. Let's get a road here, I guess. And let's start putting farms, I think, in all these tiles. You might say why I don't make cottages. Why am I making farms? Here's the thing. One, cottage takes a few turns longer to make. Well, it looks like 1 more turn to make. Also, I already have elective, which gives me commerce with no improvement. And it'll floodplains, and so cottages on desert tiles and semi-desert tiles take longer to improve. It'll take 14 turns instead of 10 turns, which is normal. And you had to lose that fight, of course, because, you know, this game is giving me bad odds all the time. Yeah, so it'll take me 14 turns to get 2 commerce. Meanwhile, I could make a farm in 1 less turn and get a food immediately. So I think it just makes sense to make farms instead of cottages. 21%. I gotta stop losing these 20% fights, don't I? And you're well, good news is we got our a great general. Do I want to attach you, or do I want to settle you? Let me think on that. Let's get that road. What do I want to do with you? Let's come get a farm here. I think it makes more sense to, well, this is like the city I'm training all my military units in from now on. So I'm just gonna, especially for the Kelly Bolos, I'd like them to have 2 promotions. I guess he won't even have 2. No, he'll have 2. Yeah, so I'm gonna sell you. All right. And then the camel riders will just come out with 7 XP. And here is our great merchant in this city. Yeah, okay. So we need to make sure our 3rd great person is a great merchant. So I'm not going to let Timbuktu be my 3rd great person. However, I do want to get very close to it, because I do need to make this great profit be a thing. All right. Come back here. You got to protect the capital. And we're going to head on out. Start making our pilgrimage. Hopefully before the Arabians collapse, but time is not on our side for that one. And I could set over here pretty quickly. We're good on happiness. Especially since we got the wine. Well, Byzantium might collapse. We have cotton and dye now. I'll train a few more Kelly Bolos. And then I'll train a settler here, I think. Yeah, so I'm just going to have these, I think, workers make farms. And these two workers, not that the dates are done. I have you guys come over here to the west and start improving this area. Making a road over here. And over here, yeah. You'll trade a settler, yeah. So we're going to set over here on the coast and have our first coastal city take advantage of getting navigation handed to us. Alright. We are traveling together. We are not breaking up. This is too valuable. So I'll give two of you guys light cavalry, and I'll give this guy combat 2. So we should be well prepared for any trouble that comes our way. But yeah, so we're definitely on our way to making University of Sankore. Once I do that, once this wonder is complete, I don't think I've shown you guys what it actually does yet, so I'm going to show you guys here in a second. Uh-oh, is Arabia collapsing? Yeah, Arabia's got to be collapsing. Yeah. Rest in peace. And he immediately asked for money. No. I'm not giving you money. I'm gonna wait for backup protection. Alright, yeah, the University of Sankore. What it does is receive additional gold win trading technology. So, for example, if I were to buy nobility from an AI, they're gonna ask for, 300 gold or whatever it is. However, nobility costs 550 beakers, 550 divided by 4. We're going to get 137 gold back for trading that technology with somebody else, for buying it. So what this wonder kind of incentivizes us to do is run a very high wealth slider and buy it back, and buying it back from other civilizations is not as expensive as it should be. So that'll allow us to, we're pretty much not teching anymore. We are just buying back everything from here on out. I'm going to have you come make a road here. And I won't be able to buy anything, obviously, until I have this built. So let's work these 2 tiles. Wonderful. We're looking at 19 turns now. Excellent. You're making so much gold per turn. And the more cities we get, the more commerce we're bringing in. So that's why I want to start thinking about expanding. Cow? Can't even offer me gold. Usually Egypt spawns. Luckily, this doesn't look like it's a barbarian city. Sometimes these cities turn into barbarian cities, and that's a pain in the you-know-what to try to walk around them to go visit Mecca. But luckily, they're only independent, so they're not going to attack us. Looking good. I'm coming over here because while the camels can move quickly through the desert, the great merchants can't. So it actually makes more sense for us to travel along the Sahil. There's an independent city over there, though. We're going to get that salt resource soon. Trade a few more of these lands. So now we can train all the Kelly Bolos we need, because we're not really hurting for production in our capital too much anymore. We've got most of the things we want, except for the cathedral. I'll wait one more turn, just to be on the safe side, because I don't know if there's a camel right there. I'll give you, yeah. Come over here. I might take this city. It's kind of like a weird city. It's like half its tiles are either marsh or desert. But it does have that camel and oasis, and I think a horse over there too. Not that we need the horse to access our Ferrari, but, you know, still. And there's the, okay, there's the Egyptians. There's a native city I was talking about. So I'm going to start accumulating Kelly Bolos over here until I have enough. I think I'm going to... There's 3 archers, so I'm going to build 6 Kelly Bolos to take over the city. Moving on over. And I'm going to be settling right here on this desert tile. Alright, 2 over here. So this is... So I'll train 4 more Kelly Bolos. Ooh, I could train a war elephant, can't I? That might help for taking out that native city. I could train a war elephant. Of course, a skirmisher does kind of excel at attacking hill tiles, but I'll train one just to get one. Every respectable country, every respectable civilization needs a war elephant in its in its military. Who would I be if I don't have one? Right. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's make sure we keep open borders with the Ethiopians. Hopefully avoiding the camels down here as well. The camels are more up here in the desert, and we're over here in the Sahel. Still worried about the raiders, because they have a bonus against heavy cavalry, but you gotta, it's like torn between Scylla and Charybdis, aren't we? We gotta pick our poison. Protecting that worker. Good, we got the salt here. We got another Wangara up and running. I don't know why it's so unhealthy. Oh, the floodplains, that's why. I'm gonna have you... I don't need to be, yeah, if we can shrink a little bit. I just don't want you to be shrinking, and yeah, so I'll do that for a few turns. So we'll come over here through Nubia on this hill tile, I guess. Yeah. Wangara, okay. Once I get farms over here, I'll be able to support some more merchants. In the meantime, I'll make an aqueduct, why not? I'm making aqueducts also because eventually I will unlock medicine probably to make Bath, which is double production speed with citizenship. So that's also my reasoning for the aqueduct. Although I suppose I could just make wealth, but we're talking 2 gold per turn, so it's like, I don't know. I'll do that later. Oh, we can grow Kita. We just made an arena here. This city, I'll just have you build wealth because you already have your aqueduct. So that's a good city to build wealth in. All right, looks like we've made it across the desert, knock on wood, safely. No raiders or camels to deal with. And yeah, I like to send 3 camels just to be safe. Protect them sufficiently. But we're going to be protecting them all the way. Let's get on that road. This is weird. I saw this in one of my test games. Why? I'm clicking on this tile. Why does it have me come here and then come here? That's so odd. Yeah, so odd. Okay, getting farms up in all these tiles. I'd love to see it. Boom, boom. Let's come get a road here. Because we're going to be taking it over that city rather shortly, aren't we? Let's do that 4 turns instead. Yeah, here. I should make. Wow, their borders are right there. But I don't want to. I don't want to go meet them because I don't want to leave my worker with just one Kelly Bolo. Once I train these guys, I'll make a camel rider. Head up there and meet the new guys. I'm gonna get that copper improved. I guess we're good here. Come over here. "12 turns for the University of Sankore." Once we get that, we're going to buy our way to architecture and make our cathedral. We only want to buy texts that are absolutely necessary to winning as fast as possible. So if for whatever reason... Well, I'll talk about this later, whenever I'm actually buying technologies. I get a road here. All right. That's weird. We're on the road, so now we should be over in Mecca in just a few turns. We should have open borders. This is about the end of the road for the camels. There's also a fish right over here. And I'll train a missionary for the new city. Why not? Alright. And we're looking at our next Great Merchant in 14 turns, but like I said before, I'm going to cancel that. Ah! Oh, frick. Okay, let me see. I'm having all my military over here, so I'm like a little bit overexpanded. Can I do this? Do this, and hopefully you attack a. Oh, he's on the desert tile. Okay. Yeah, it's better to attack him on the desert where I have him plus 50%, even though I was crossing the river. So I'm going to come back here. Salt. Alright, this is the end of the line for the camels. Ah! Dun, dun, dun. Not my problem. So we're going to... Our great merchants are, of course, allowed in territory we don't have open borders with. What if there's a camel right here? I have like camel PTSD. I don't know if there's camels here in the fog of war. Let's slowly... Okay, so our escort mission is done. We can bring these guys back to our city. We do not need to fight these camels. make a road here. Don't, yeah, we're not really on, we can't really make this any faster than we're on track to, so. Oh, like, yeah, good. Ah, I don't want you starving now. Let's give you this tile. Boom. Alright. Send you back. Send you over here. Yeah, road. Like I said, while we're getting, I want to get farms on these tiles. Wonder what happened to the road here. Someone blew it up. Barbarians. Just to be safe, I'm going to enter this city. I'm not taking chances. The deadline for the merchants is turn 295. Deadline for 5,000 gold is turn 290, so I'm not stressed for time. I'd rather play it safe with my merchants. Coming over here. Next settler is out now, so we're going to come settle over here on this coastal city. I'm settling there on the desert tile because it'll give me immediate cultural access to the copper. Otherwise, it'll be a pain in the butt to try to cover it with my culture. Olives. What about citrus? Can we get a citrus? Yeah, okay, good. Alright, so come on over here. Uh-oh. Alright. There's Mecca. So we're looking at, yeah, 1,400 gold per turn. I've never seen Mecca give less than 1,400 gold per turn. Or, I keep saying gold per turn. 1,400 gold for the trade mission. So we're looking at 2,800 gold. That's also why I'm trying to get a third great merchant to bring us a little bit closer. But of course, the profit takes precedent over that. Oh, we got cultural boundaries here. Good. And I'll keep 2 here. Keep a bunch of skirmishers keep spawning over here. Alright. Can work these 2 tiles next. What's next for Timbuktu? I think building... Look at, they forgot how angry they were at me whipping them. I think we can just build wealth here. When I get medicine, or if I get medicine, I can build a bath, but nothing really here strikes out as something that I need. Why am I trading? Oh yeah, go meet the Moors. Explore the desert a little bit, I think. 8 turns. Yeah, we can't really speed that up, so 8 turns it is. Alright, I want a few... So let's, I think I want a few more Kelly Bolos. I always want more of those guys. Because the elephant, his odds are not as great as I thought they were. 85, that's good, but it's not great. Meanwhile, the Kelly Bolo give you cover. Well, 63. Okay. We have 4 units. They have 3. I want to wait for a little bit more reinforcements. You're just going to head north. And let's complete our second goal. Nice. 2 trade missions. 15 turns early. We're halfway to 15,000. Beautiful. Yeah, you'll be staying here. I think his favorite civic is slavery. There's not really a point for me adopting slavery. Because faster improvements, production from pasture, and a commerce from farm, it's so nice. The only thing slavery give me is a little bit more commerce from plantations, production from quarry. Like, it just... We have more pastures and farms than we do plantations and quarries. So, I won't be adopting slavery to make him like me more. I just have to hope his brothers and sisters of the faith wins over and I can go open borders with him. Everything's looking good. Like, everything is going swimmingly right now. Let's get this pasture up now and settle. So you saw we got an extra gold per turn. So that's how nice elective and merchant trade is. We're gonna start building a workboat because we're getting a missionary here, which is gonna pop our culture out. Let's get a cottage here. So yeah, normally making improvements on desert or semi-desert tiles is slower, but not for an oasis. Here it's 6 turns, and the hamlet improves in 10 turns. So oasis are always nice tiles to improve. We're just, oh, we don't have borders, do we? I think, yeah. Oh well. Let's work these 2 tiles. Grow the capital a little bit more. Alright, so let's send these workers on over to the new city, get a farm and a mine over here. You's gonna spread Islam. Alright. Just exploring with him. And I'll just have you trade several of these guys, so I don't have to worry about it. I don't mind paying a little, well, I don't mind paying a little bit of maintenance. I don't want to train an excessive amount, but I think that's fine. That because we are. Oh, the camels are back. I'll just station you here. Okay, I'll train 3, and I think that'll be fine. Ethiopia is collapsing potentially. I hate losing all my trading partners. Try to get open borders. But nobody will sign. Not Egypt, not the Moors. Don't run a priest. I need to babysit you, I guess. Three more turns. Getting close. And like I said, when I get the university done, I will immediately go and buy. Finally. Who collapsed? Ethiopia. Ah. You guys gotta stop collapsing. This independent horse archer's attacking this city. That's a bad plan. Okay. keep y'all over here. I suppose I could buy like aesthetics and architecture right now, and I won't get that extra money back. But I don't know. I'm not in a huge rush to get that great profit. I'm still working on this great merchant as well, you know, so. Yeah, everybody's got to stop collapsing. So you should really only buy the technologies that you feel like you need to win as Mali. Because remember, the more technologies you buy, the more money you're sending out, and it's not in your treasury to get to 15,000. Yeah, those camels won't be. I'll keep them here, but they're not going to be great against that city. Oh. Nubia has war with Egypt. Oh, I didn't know about that. Oh. Interesting. Some age-old rivalries never fizzle out, huh? Really got to make sure that Great Merchant is not born until after my Great Prophet. Well, we're going to get the University of Sankore next term. And I'll immediately start making a cathedral. Okay, we're all trained up on our Kelly Bolos, so I'm about to go invade that native city. Alright, I'll make a theater here. No, I'll make wealth. I don't need a theater. And I'll make wealth. Please don't do a profit. Thank you. Please don't do a profit. Thank you. And here we go. University of Sankore complete. Wow, awesome. Okay, so now let's go see that civic effect, or that wonder effect in action. A quick note on this, this is like a savanna feature, and a savanna feature gives +1 food. So if I were to chop this down and make a farm, it'd basically be doing nothing. So I'm not going to bother building farms in these tiles, because it would do nothing except make a farm there that can then be pillaged by the natives. So, you know. I'll make a road here next turn. Here we go. I think I'll keep the camels. Keep the camels here. But everyone else I'll have, yeah, whatever. Go in. We're taking the city. Can make a farm here. I'll send these 2 camels over here, yeah. Okay, so let's check out the effect of the University of Sankore. So, here are the technologies that you should at least consider buying as the Mali. First off, obviously, aesthetics and architecture. Get your way to the cathedral to get that great profit done. Next, you should consider well, at least think about if you want to really make sure that you can get your great profit faster, you can buy your way to ethics for monasticism and buy your way to theology for theocracy, double slots for priests. And this is also not the best, or not, I'm sorry, that's not the worst civic for Mali, because we don't really need citizenship anymore. We don't need to bribe any barbarians, it looks like. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that this game. And a little bit more hammers for our cities would be nice, more happiness. So this isn't a bad civic for Mali. It just, I don't know if it's worth a turn of revolution and buying 3 technologies for. Finally, you should consider buying steel, nobility, and feudalism to unlock the Ferrari. And I actually will be doing that because as we enter here in the late game, I think post 12 or 1300 AD, barbarian heavy swordsmen, strength 8, and barbarian Ferraris. That's right. We're going to have to deal with barbarian Ferraris. Will begin spawning. So it would behoove us to make sure our military has a strong enough force to counter these guys. So we are not outmatched. So let's go ahead and make some purchases. It doesn't matter. I think everyone pretty much gives us the same deal. So let me show you guys. Aesthetics. I don't know what happens if you already put beakers into a technology. Yeah, so if we do 350 divided by 4, it's 87.5 rounds down. He wants 235, so let's do that. And yeah, as I said, we get 87 gold back. So it makes it less painful to buy technologies from other people. So let's go ahead and let's trade with him because he's pleased with us. He's our Muslim friends. So let's trade with him if we can. Architecture, yes. Boom. So now we can make the cathedral. Let's go ahead and build that. Take 11 turns. Not too bad. Perhaps I could get a mine here. Well, I think it's too late for that. 125 gold. Nice. Let's also buy our way to feudalism. So we need steel and nobility. 870 gold. Yeah, it's a decent amount, huh? But it is worth it. Why is he cautious now? 137, 125. Alright, one final, if he will trade... Oh, they won't trade feudalism yet, so maybe we'll wait a few years and then we can purchase feudalism. That'll also allow us to advance to the medieval era. So that'll be nice. Medicine, it unlocks the bath, and the bath would be nice, but not necessary. So I don't know if... I mean, let me see how much you would want for it. 315, and we would get back, like... I don't know, like 90 or something. 95. So we would basically be spending a little bit more than 200 gold. I think that's okay. Whatever. Let's do it. And yeah, we'll just slowly be taking our way to feudalism. By the way, I think the reason why he was pleased and now he's cautious is because we're higher in our score rating. Because we have a higher score because of more technologies, so that made him a little bit more cautious of us. I think that's what's going on behind the scenes for the AI there. I thought I explained that. I was confused about that one time, and the creator of the mod explained it to me. So yeah, now we can make a bath double production speed with citizenship. Help give us like 2 food in a lot of cities. So I think ultimately it was worth it. All right, so now we are entering the late game now, where we have to wrap up our 15,000 gold. So we have 8,000 gold to go, and we have to finish off our great profit. So we cannot allow this great merchant to be born, at least not yet. we What about ethics? Well, I definitely don't want to adopt ethics just yet. It would have to be after I make the Grand Mosque. Because I want to take advantage of clergy right now. Okay, let's start ending some turns. Ooh. I can upgrade to Camel Archer. I don't know if I want to spend a gold on that. Yeah, let's attack. Right. So there's 3 of these guys. Got 1 down. 2 down. Yeah, establish control. Alright, so it's not a bad city site, you see. Remember, we have elective, which gives us +1 commerce on pasture and camp. So yeah, it's got... We can't improve that cotton, unfortunately, because it's on a jungle tile. But we can improve the sheep, cow, dye, and iron. So, yeah. Not a bad city, if I say so myself. I might bribe this Camel Archer, though. Because I don't want to deal with him. Pillage and stuff. Come here. No, let's come down here. Let's get these improvements. Well, we have 2 workers already down here. Yeah, you can make the farms. Boom, boom. Aqueduct. Bath. We're almost at the health cap already with a size 1 city, so let's make a granary. Maybe make a market after that. There's got iron here, so there's plenty of production. Yeah, we can work the hammers. Ah, we're unhappy. That I didn't realize we were at the happiness cap already. Darn you, camels. Because if I go, I can't, my spy can't enter the desert tile. And even if I could, it would end my movement immediately, so I can't bribe him there. He has to pretty much enter my territory. And perhaps even pillage something. Alright, we're gonna rest up here, and I think we're gonna move on to this independent city over here. Even though, like I said, it's kind of a weird city. It's got salt, and 2 oases, and camel and horse. But other than that, every single tile is dunce. It's like, except for this plains tile. It's like such a weird city. One of the weirdest cities in the that I know about in this mod. Thinking about the raiders still. Protect them. Yep. So hopefully you don't pillage any of these tiles and you die, but maybe I can bribe you to join us. What's it gonna be? Oh, Mongolia spawning this turn. It's always the okay, thank you for not pillaging me. He's got to flip all his tiles. Make sure you... Okay. Merchant, thank you. Alright, I guess we've explored the, well, we have open borders with the Moors, so I'm going to send you kind of as our ambassador. Keep contact over there. Oh, we can get open borders with you. Thank you. I'll send you a little bit north. Open borders with everybody. I see my gold per turn go up a little bit more every time, so definitely want it with as many people as you can get. And we are in a very comfortable spot for our empire. We are sufficiently defended. Our tiles are getting improved. We're expanding militarily, and we're making lots of money. And of course, when we get our golden age, that'll help kickstart our way. No, I just met you. I just met you, buddy. Please, I don't want the plague. That would be bad. When do the Ottomans spawn? Oops. Ottomans like spawned in the 13th century. Oh, in 7 turns, okay. The plague is here, so it's more than likely going to spread to our humble little civilization. That'll just slow things down a little bit, unfortunately. Oh well, can't really do anything about that. Especially for us as a trading civilization. Oh, I lost... Well... I don't want to lose contact with anybody. There's our fish. Let's make a road here, yep. We got copper, yeah, so let's definitely make sure we get a market here. We would build that either way. Rest in peace, Byzantium. Actually, they are the next civilization we are going to play. They are next on the list after this Mali game, so that'll be exciting. This is the start. This is the start of what I was talking about. Can we buy feudalism? No one will trade us feudalism. I want to start training the Ferraris to deal with like these longbowmen. But not yet, it looks like. These guys. We can back up off this cottage, surely. I suppose I probably do need to train a few more Ferraris if I'm gonna move over here and take this city. Kelly Bolos. What are we looking at here? 60, like, about 33% chance of everything. And he's got another friend right here. I'm going to let him make the first move, go wherever he wants, unfortunately. I hate doing that, but I don't. There's 2 of them, so I have to be a little bit cautious. Bath. Let's sit on this tile. Oh, I can't see you. come explore the city, maybe. Alright. Don't cause too much ruckus, please. Por favor. Somebody trade me to feudalism, also. I need that technology. Yeah. So I'm definitely not gonna fight you on that hill, probably. Yep, okay. Send you here. Alright, I suppose I do have War Elephant. I'll attack you with my War Elephant as soon as you come off that hill. Please don't pillage that road. I know he probably is going to, but yeah, you guys can all come over here. And you can come over here. Yeah, sooner or later those native Ferraris are going to start spawning, and I'm worried about them. Ooh. He's on open terrain even though he's in desert, so he might still have the odds in his favor, because he's strength 6, so I won't attack him. Let me hold up a little bit longer. Yeah, hold up a little bit longer on moving on this city. What's it gonna be, fella? Ah, okay. I think he spotted my War Elephant and he's running away from him. But it was all in vain. The War Elephant will hunt you down. Let's go chase him. I could put a city over here northeast of this oasis. That'll put me within range of the deer and the salt. And with elective, I am kind of incentivized just to put as many cities as I can. Boom. No priests, please. Thank you. Where's my... I had another camel rider, right? Oh, he's over here. Yeah, send you back over here. The Chinese collapse. Oh, they're being invaded by Mongolia, that's why. Give you... You could be a defender of this city. Am I crazy? Didn't I just move these guys here on this tile? Or did I move them off? If I moved them off, why did I do that? Maybe I'm crazy. Plantation. Yeah, once I get this plantation up, I will move on that city. I probably just did move him back. I don't know why I would do that, but, you know. Right. Keep you here. Keep you here. Good. I gotta work some crappy tile, or stop doing a priest. I gotta work citizens, because I cannot. Here, I'll get you right up to the edge, and then I'll stop. Because I cannot get my great merchant just yet. It's a raider. I see him over there. His little icon. We gotta take him out before he takes out our improvements. Where is he? Yep. 70. Yeah, he's crossed the river on a jungle tile. Luckily, our Kelly Bolos have an advantage against melee units, so that's where I'll be setting these guys here. He has no chance. What am I? I'm not going crazy, right? I am not going crazy. I'm doubting myself. I know I moved onto this iron tile so many times. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I don't even know what to say. I'm going to take a screenshot and remind myself that I did move on to this tile. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you guys are probably watching me thinking, seeing me lose my mind, and you're worried about me. I don't know what to say. I might want to train more war elephants. Don't think we're going to find friends with the Europeans, unfortunately. I just want trading partners. I just want friends. Okay, let's send you back over here. Yeah, now keep you here in the capital or so. All right. Farm. Okay, guys, I have a worker on this tile. I don't know what the heck is going on. I kind of hope it does get kicked off because it would confirm I'm not crazy. I could have just been like moving him back and forth every single turn for no reason. No! What's going on there? Okay, you can open borders. I'm not crazy, thank you. But something's going on. That is strange. Why can I not improve that hill tile? Huh. I've never seen anything like that. That's gotta be a bug. Yeah, that's gotta be a bug. So I made a save of that. I'm gonna report that. The creator of this mod is very vigilant on fixing bugs very quickly. So I guess I'm not gonna try to improve that iron mine again. Maybe I'll try again in a few turns. That was weird. Let's get that plantation finished. I wonder where that raider went. Let's heal you, and next turn we'll head out here. Guess I should make a road here. Yep. Oh. Not you. You're the Gorilla 2 guy. Yeah, you go to sleep. You're my ambassador. Look at that. I think our average trade route yield went down from like 3 to 2.41. But that's alright. We're still making money. And our Grand Mosque is done, making our capital. Ah! Look how close I got to another great merchant being born. Okay, cool it there. Cool it there. I'm also going to have to keep an eye here. I'll stop that. Let's see what it looks like next turn. I gotta really be worried about Ansongo because that has a University of Sankore in it, giving off great scientist points. So I might have to. Oh, there's a pirate here. Uh-oh, he's gonna sink my fishing boat. I have no navy whatsoever. So if he sinks my poor fishing boat, there's nothing I can do. The Turks collapsed. Lost another trading partner. Well, the Ottomans are spawning, so hopefully we can meet them soon. Yeah, let's get a road built here. Alright. Okay, we'll move out next turn, because we're still a little bit disorganized. Keep you here, watch. And let's run some priests. So we're looking at 11 turns. Whoa, that's right up against the deadline of turn 309. And the deadline is 310. So, and looks like that's going to be the next great person we get. Okay. So if I were so concerned, if I was not able to do this, I would probably buy my way to ethics and even theocracy, like I said real quick, to get more priest slots and great person birth rate. And, hold on. I might do that instead. I might actually do that right now, even though I don't need to. Because I still need to get a great profit, and I would need to work on this great merchant again. You know. So I think it would behoove me. Let's go ahead and get feudalism from the Egyptians. Thank you for selling it to me. 590. That's a good chunk of change. But we get a little bit of money back. Medieval era. Perfect. So there's also vassalage. So we can train our Ferrari now, which I am going to train aplenty because he's a knight. He's a lancer. We don't need horses for him, and he's a strong SOB. So of course I want to train him. Vassalage is also a really good idea. +1 production from farm. We have a lot of farms, don't we, folks? Orchard, we have a couple of orchards. 14 free units, so we're paying less. Paying 3 less gold and civic upkeep, not to mention inflation, and we're getting more free units. So I want to do that. Like I said, I don't want hegemony, but I can go ahead and buy ethics. Ethics should be relatively cheap. $275. Yeah. All right. So that I think we're done with buying technologies now for the Mali game. We'll take our way to theology, and we got back 83 and 152. So not bad. So let's do one final civic swap. That'll also take us from high to low, so saving us 3 gold per turn. High to low, saving us another 3 gold per turn, and more free units. And we're going to get our great people faster. So I think, ultimately, buying those 2 technologies were worth it, especially for the Ferrari. And this is what we'll be rocking for the rest of the game. Yeah, looks good. Let's go. Good. Oh, I forgot to check how much gold we were making before and after. But I think that's a good difference. We were saving 6 gold in civic upkeep. And how much in units? I think 7. So 13 gold per turn. Plus, that's inflation involved too. I think that's probably at like 30% right now. 37. So yeah, so we probably save, we save a good chunk of change. And we're going to get our profit in 8 turns. Who? Alright, yeah, let's finish this road. Here we come. So we're gonna keep, I think, 2 Kelly Bolos in this city, because I'm afraid of the Bantu Raiders. Keep y'all 2. Send all of you guys here. And they just have a couple of horse archers, which are a little bit strong, but if we're attacking them in their city, I think we should be fine. I don't want to send these guys ahead. I still do not know what's going on with that iron. So yeah, we're going to train several Ferraris now. Yeah, very good. Also, our farm's giving us +1 hammers, so all our cities should be getting a lot more hammers now, which I love. Which I love. And we're looking at 40 turns to make 15,000 gold. Oh, well, that just made it a little bit harder. We're losing 2 gold per turn. Okay, I'll still give you that. Everyone's broke. Need you guys to make some money. What are we looking at? Oh, 1 archer and 1 horse archer. That's nothing. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. You can go on that tile. I'm going to bribe you. I'm going to bribe you to join me. Right, next turn. Maybe I should have brought a catapult, but they only have 1 archer. Yeah, I should have brought a catapult. Not necessary. Is he chasing that Swahili boat down there? At least he didn't pillage my fishing boat. Did he catch the Swahili? Whoa, that's who I'm talking about, guys. That is who I'm talking about. I am scared of these guys. Strength 8. Yeah. That's why I think it's necessary to buy Ferraris. So I guess they start spawning here in 1300. Yeah, okay, let's bribe you. Oh, I'm not citizenship anymore. Wow, you came as soon as I stopped running citizenship. Okay. Wow. That's my bad. Yeah, I should have known better. Okay, let's see here. Get a mine here. I don't want to promote you, but like, hopefully he doesn't pillage me. And there's another one coming. Hopefully my Ferrari can get trained in time. Please don't pillage anywhere. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, perhaps I should... Okay, whatever. That's okay. And I'll just, establish control. Yeah. Alright. Let's make this road. Keep these guys here. You guys stay there. I don't know what to do. Okay. I never got to use a spy. That's so depressing. Man, I'm pretty sure this happened in my Khmer game too. As soon as I went to go bribe someone, I had adopted away from citizenship. Awkward. Awkward. Please, Damn, dude. It's like a little bit of a lull because I wasn't able to trade feudalism. Timbuktu is trying to run a specialist right now. I see that. Alright, so I kind of hope they do... Well, I don't hope they pillage it, but it would buy me some time for my Ferrari to get finished. Do that. I can't believe you're in a priest. That's so annoying. Okay, we took care of that guy. Protect those workers while we're doing our camel pasture. Heal it up. Barbarians. Oh, Egyptians are really moving up, huh? And I'm gonna hopefully let me see. Yeah, hell yeah, 95%. Okay. You're done for, camels. You're done for. Let's make an arena. I don't think I would a war galley. Yeah, like if I were to make a navy, it would be very lackluster. Strength 3, and that guy was strength 5, so yeah, I'm not even bothering with the navy. Yeah, they already have galleasses, so they have gunpowder already. I am nowhere close to gunpowder. Alright. The first of the Ferraris are trained. Remember, he has river combat, so he has a bonus when tacking along rivers. And he pillaged. Look at that. New promotion. Here in version 1.18. Plus 25%. So I guess I want to have one Ferrari who's a dedicated anti-heavy swordsman guy. So I'll give you shock. Cross the river. Boom. You're done for. Get out of my land. 4 gold's the most I'm going to get, so I'll do that. Let's come back. Let's come get that gold mine back up and running. We're angry? I'll make a weaver. Such a weird city. I keep saying that, but I mean, look at it. I don't even know what to say about that. Alright. Great profit in 3 turns. Oh, you're angry too. You are angry too. I'll finish the bath. I'll do that. More production. I'll finish the bath and I'll make a weaver. If you guys want to be happy. I almost think I shouldn't have traded that gold away, because now 3 of my cities are angry at me. Yeah, okay. My bad. I should have checked about that first. I wonder if Ethiopia's gonna spawn again. Mine. Let's protect these guys. Give That looks good. We need to get our borders popped out there. Where else do I want to settle? I do want to settle a little bit south of my capital on the coast, I think. Oh, God. So there's the first native Ferrari. A little intimidating. Our war elephant does have a bonus against heavy cavalry. Even though he's not healed, I'm going to send him back real quick. Yeah, let's get this horse pasture up, I guess. I'll leave a couple Calibolos and a camel here. I'm gonna make a madrassa. I want some. Oh, no, let's just make a monument. No, you keep trying to pull a fast one on me, Timbuktu. Okay. Yeah, we need a lot of Ferraris like yesterday. So, I love that river combat promotion. I'm gonna let you heal for one more turn and let you make the first move for Long Woman. Look at that, 35 turns to go to get 5,800 gold. That's horrible. I need that pasture. I can't. I just prepared this mine. Come on. Yeah. So let's get that back up. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you doing here, Portugal? You're like 100 years early. Or, more than 100 years early. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Okay, I'll skip your turn, I guess. Ah! You see how much of a madhouse it is around here. Natives spawning everywhere, barbarian camels. Yeah, you really got to keep your military up to date to protect your borders. From all the natives and barbarians everywhere. Oh, I didn't even realize that, but I won against that Ferrari. Good for you. Good for you, War Elephant. Good for you. Aye, aye. Let's get that guy. Heal you. Profit! Thank goodness. Alright, now you can run your merchants. Not your priest. Why are you running a priest? Not you either. Okay, let's go ahead and settle you. Yeah, let's just settle you. Boom, so that is our third goal complete. I'll give you light cavalry. Do that, yeah. 10 turns. Alright, please stop with the natives. Wow, it's everywhere. They're everywhere. I guess I do have a pretty big empire, but still. That's a camel rider. Okay. At least we withdrew. Let's finish him off. There we go. There we go. Alright. We don't have, well, we don't need horses for our Ferrari, but we got them hooked up anyway. Oh my gosh. He's only a warrior. I'm not worried about him. I need to heal before I go escort my workers over there. Yeah, we desperately need more Ferraris. Can work merchants, I think. Well, yeah, let's get a few more hammers. Alright, just trade lots of Ferraris. And no other city's really that good for production, right? And Songo, I guess. I could trade Ferraris here, I suppose. Take us a while to get our first one, but yeah, let's do that. And I'm gonna have you finish this weaver, and then I'm gonna make a settler. So I want to settle down here, so I can work this gold, ivory, and there's a clan down here as well. Boom, and here's our golden age, which we have thoroughly deserved. Oh yeah. I think 2 would be fine. Let's go send out the workers. Alright. We're making 262 gold per turn. That's what I'm talking about. No priest, please. We're gonna get our great merchant in 5 turns. Let's gather up the old boys, the camel riders. We're about to head out for another Hajj. Another Hajj to Mecca. I kind of want to keep him here. Maybe 1 Ferrari and 1 camel rider will be sufficient. Alright, so we're looking at 31 turns to go and just over 5,000 gold. We have a great merchant probably on the way, even though we ran a priest for a turn. Road. I could also sit over here, couldn't I? There's ivory, cow, and gem. The only thing that's like stopping me from expanding faster is my military. I need to make sure it's up to par. Let's go get a farm here. I don't want to overexpand and start losing cities. So I'll send you out with this camel rider, with the great merchant. Let's get some last farms there, and I think all our core and historical areas pretty well developed. You're my anti-camel guy. I'll keep you here. I'll send you here. All right. I think I want to settle here first before... Well, this is close to my capital. It's a lot easier to make sure it's well protected, so I'll settle down there first. Just trying to push how fast I can win this gold as much as I can. Can I get a settler here? 4 turns, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I wonder if we could get a fifth great person. Probably not. But I guess it's possible. We'll probably win before then. And I think I'm probably just going to send my great merchant to Mecca again. Well, I'll check out Cairo, maybe. And maybe Jerusalem. But I think Mecca probably is the best bet. Alright. And here, I mean, 3% profit. Let's get a merchant. There we go. Well, I guess we are going to get maybe another great person. I didn't really set myself up for him. I wasn't planning on him. So he might be a scientist or a prophet. I hope not. Where are you? Where are you? Here you are. You're my combat guy. I'll wait for you to get close to a river for my river combat guy. Promotion to kick in. You're done for. You're done for, Camel. Your time has passed. We have Kelly Bolos and Ferraris now. Alright. Here we go. Out on another pilgrimage. Yeah, I can build wealth now. We're at 11,000. Our golden age is ending in a couple of turns. Is that a dragoon? That's a lancer. I saw the hats and I thought they were dragoons, but no, they're just lancers. I love the Ferrari. I never got to use it too much in my test games. But I have a lot of fun using it in this game. The Congo are spawning southeast of us. Huh. So they capitulated to Spain in the 14th century. Interesting. Yeah, strange. Okay, settler here. I want to settle right here. Alright, it's a lot safer nowadays because now I own all this land, or it's under my vision at least. I just have to cross a little bit, but I still like to carry them with some protection just in case. Wait here. I'll wait for the Calabello to kind of go lead the way a little bit. Alright. Another settler? I don't think I want another settler. I saw... I could do a trade. I could do a lighthouse, yeah. I saw one guy in the forums who had like put cities like everywhere there was an oasis. Like he put one I think over here to get that salt. I did mention I could put a city here. That'll be fun. What the hell? We're here to have fun. Let's put a city right there. My workers are running out of things to do. So I put a city here and a city here. And I'm working on putting a city here. Because we're also, we have such a strong core with all these floodplains. We can afford to overexpand a little bit. And every city we settle gets us more money, I think. With our merchant trade and elective civics. These barbarian camels keep trying their luck, but they are not having it. Oh, we should probably go meet the Ottomans, shouldn't we? They might be a good trading partner. Coming on over here. Where do I want to settle? Maybe here. You got copper, millet, oasis, ivory, gem, cow. Wow, that's a lot right here. So yeah, right here is not a bad idea. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take out this guy. You're done for. Stop trying. You're very angry, aren't you? Did I lose some wine or something? Why are you so angry? I'm gonna build a weaver real quick. Alright. I'm just gonna go sit over there. I think I need to make an ivory camp here. How am I gonna get over there? Because he can't go in the jungle. Anyways. I guess you can probably just build wealth, yeah. It's not a bad, I mean, almost 28 gold per turn. Only costing 4 for golden maintenance. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm glad well, I'm in the golden age. Oh, I just lost 100 gold per turn. Oh well. Let's see. I really hope this last great person is a merchant, even though I didn't plan as much ahead for him, but I don't think that would have been possible because the great scientist would have made it a lot anyway. Added a lot. Where did I say? I said right here, yeah. And there's gem here also. This is like a hidden like super city, isn't it? All right. Yeah, let's settle here. Yeah, not bad at all. Let's get yeah, of course, let's get a market first and then a monument after. Protect you. Yeah, keep you over here. We're going to meet the Ottomans, perhaps. I need to improve this ivory, but I want to get those farms up first. Because I can't reach there, because all the jungle and rainforest. But I can go on these 2 tiles if there's improvements on them. So I'm going to have to wait, I guess. Send 2 over there. And I'll cool off my military training, I think. I think we're pretty much... Oh, I guess we are running feudalism, so we can trade more. Great merchant. That's awesome. Wasn't expecting that, but I'm thrilled for it. If we don't win before we're able to use them anyway. Which we might. Oh. Ooh. That's scary, man. I guess he can't go into jungle. So we're good to go here. River combat. I can't. That's plus 25% attack. I can't really quite reach him here. I'm just gonna protect him because he's wounded. You can come over here. Merchant, okay. I'll park you over here. Tibet? Oh, Mongolia, okay. I was like, how did I meet Tibet? Nice. Well, he's collapsing. He's on his way out. He usually collapses around 1400 AD, so it'll be nice to know him for a couple turns. Let's get that road up. There's the Ottomans. Yeah. You just don't like me enough. Well, okay. Hope you reconsider. Yeah, we're going to win very shortly. I'm not going to bother making a monument. I won't have time, I should say. Yeah, we have 2,800 more gold to acquire, and then we've won. Which at this rate was about 14 turns, plus we're about to get a great merchant in, so... Oh. Wait, I'll send you back here. I guess the Ottomans don't want to be friends. Alright, extra 2 gold per turn. Very nice. Yeah, I'll make a market and can do wealth after that. Or fishing boat. Alright. I'm attaching you to a Ferrari. Who is my most... Oh... This guy has 10, but he already has light cavalry bonus. I'm gonna attach him to this guy. Boom. So I'm gonna give you leadership, movement, combat. That'll be fun. Cover you with this Ferrari. Aqueduct. Yeah, you can build wealth now. Alright. Am I going to make 4 trade missions to Mecca this game? We're going to find out. That'll be funny if I do. Oh, we're starving a lot, aren't we? Oh. Okay. Work that tile, please. We got 21 turns to make it happen. We are well on our way. It's kind of a bad deal, Mongolia. What about gold? I can do that. Hold on. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I like that. Even though you're collapsing right now, anyways. Let's come get that ivory. Yeah. It was amazing how fast I got that merchant right after the other one. Like, he's like right behind him. What the heck? Amazing. Man, if I were to continue playing the Mali game, I would be in a very good position. I could use my 15,000 gold to like buy half the medieval tech tree and still have like probably honestly 12,000 gold in reserve, so I could kick off my research of my own. You still have 17 gold per turn? How do I get... How do you have so much gold? I know you're Mongolia, but... this works for me. That's a lot of gold. We might be a little bit angry, but that's a lot of gold. Let's get this farm here. Oh yeah, that's right. I want to set over here. I was like, what am I going to do with you? Alright. Great General. Let's see if you see any action. I'll just skip your turn here. I like you to be under the protection of my units. I think our newfound trading partner is collapsing right now, Mongolia. He was giving me a lot of gold per turn. 28 gold per turn. That's incredible. I've never seen him be able to trade that much. Oh well. Our stability is solid. I like seeing that. Although I'm not worried about that, because we're not going to have any civilizations born out from under us. We never conquered anybody. You know, in a lot of ways, the Mali game is similar to the Khmer game that we just played through. With the Khmer game, we had to beeline for a technology that unlocks a wonder, build said wonder, and then we have to build a lot of culture for our cities. Also, we start off with one settler and a very small military. Very similar to the Mali game. We start off with one city, very small military. We have to tech our way to build wonder, except instead of accumulating culture, we're accumulating gold. So there's a lot of similarities between the Mali game and the Khmer game in a way. Alright. Mongolia, go ahead and collapse, please. Taking forever. He has 40 cities. Dang. No wonder he had 28 gold per turn to trade. Yep. Rest in peace, Mongolia. Do you have more money for me? You have no money. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright. Oh, I forgot to check for Cairo and Mecca and all that. We've met before. Well, I guess not this guy. We're looking at 1,400 gold. Yeah. I'll hold off for one more turn. It's not like we're about to hit the deadline anyway. But I'll see if this guy can, well, what the hell? Yeah. Now we need 700 gold. It's an archer here. I'll send you over here. Let's build a bath real quick. I don't like seeing you starving. And I suppose if I wanted to win this turn, I could probably just go and do that great merchant in Cairo. So I might just do that. Let's see what that archer does. Yep. Wait, he can go on the marsh now? I did not know he could go on the marsh. I'm gonna let him attack across the river. Yeah. Okay. This is the last turn, I think, for the, Okay, let's see. 1100. How many wonders are in this city? 1300. Okay, I'll just do this one. Boom. That brings us to 15,000 gold by turn. 340 by 1500 AD. So let's come home in triumph. Let's wrap things up for our civilization. I could never get that iron mine improved. I don't know what was going on there. Ladies and gentlemen, look at my very, very, very rich empire. We are never playing another civilization like this again that builds up to 15,000 gold. This is incredible. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the playthrough of the Mali game. Screenshot. Like I said at the very beginning, sending over that initial Kelly Bolo to the Middle East is so important. Boom. Yeah. Alright, let's see the playthrough. Blah, blah, blah. We're trying to get to 300 AD. That's where the exciting things start. And boom, there we are. From very humble beginnings. So that game was 1,100 years of history. Not bad. We start off. Remember, we rushed out to build up to 5 cities very quickly, but we did expand again after that for 40 or 50 turns. We had all we needed for those 40 or 50 turns, and then we expanded slowly. We took over a city here, settled a city there, slowly accumulating our coffers. I only expanded as fast as I could defend and improve the land around it, pretty much. Yeah. Portugal settled that city, random city over here in Africa. Probably a little bit too early, but they got excited. Okay, 3.5 hours. Not too long. Mongolia surely crested there. Okay, we didn't meet the top 5. I think we deserve to get top 5 for our University of Sankore. Wow, Mansa Musa displayed the leadership abilities of Mansa Musa. Glad to hear it. And ladies and gentlemen, that was the playthrough of the Mandinka civilization. Right, yeah, so with merchant trade, you get more commerce per city for doing nothing, for your trade routes. That's why I thought it was so important in the early game to rush out all those cities. So I started here and I rushed out 1, 2, 3, 4, for a total of 5 cities. Yeah, maybe it hurt us a little bit. We were a little bit angry. We weren't running merchant trade right from the beginning. But I was able to get granaries in all those cities and temples, and we made a lot of money. Be able to rush for scholarship and then accumulate 2,000 gold, no problem. After that, build the University of Sankore and buy the technologies we need. Bada bing, bada boom. 15,000 gold. Helped along the way by 4 great merchants doing their thing. So I would recommend you do something similar. Plan ahead. Try and get as many great merchants as you can. You need at least 2, but 4 helps. as you saw, 4 definitely helps. And don't let another city steal your great prophet from you. You saw, I almost lost my great prophet to a great merchant being born in Timbuktu. So you gotta control your specials a little bit, but yeah, and no conquer in this game, but we did have to fight off a decent amount of barbarians and natives. Well, I guess we did a little bit of conquering over here. Yeah, honestly, like, if I had time to play the Mali more, I'd really have fun, like, developing a lot of these cities. And like I said, I could buy half the medieval tech tree and only probably spend like 2,000 gold thanks to the University of Sankore. So that wonder ability changed in 1.8. It used to give +1 commerce on desert tiles, but I think this new feature, this new ability, kind of fits more. It's not as overpowered as before, but it's still fun to use. Alright. Remember to buy to feudalism as fast as possible to unlock your Ferraris. You saw how strong the Ferrari is. Don't neglect him, because whenever the natives start spawning barbarian swordsmen and Ferraris, you're in for a tough time. Okay, that's enough talking for now. Stay tuned for the Byzantium game. Until next time.